Oh boy. It's gonna be one of those days, huh? Where I can't get any button pressed right. Well, computer's messing up, internet's disconnecting as we're about to go live. So Terry, I guess the first race is just in a few minutes. So let's just start there and then we'll go through the other stuff afterwards.
Okay.
Race number 1, 6.5 furlongs. The profile of a winner for a 6.5 furlong race. Does favor horses with speed. The 37% get the first call and the final call on the lead. The rail, Luminique, the best place to be. 2 and 3 are fair. 4 through 7, they get a discount. So, Terry, our smart sheets, which are available in the link in the description on YouTube, as well as when the show is over at horseracingtoday.net in our recap. Who's got all the speed here?
Well, it looks like the 5 has the most speed, followed up by the 2. So we just have to see who can get out of there first to that gate.
Yes, the 5 doesn't really need speed. He is an EP type, but the 2 does want to be out on the lead along with the 8. I suspect those 3 will be out there. Most of your field is middle back, so it could favor speed, Terry. Looks like one horse in particular is going to get a race that matches its best performances.
Yeah, that's at 9. He's got a 66% C-zone, so he's going to be very comfortable in the race.
Yes, indeed. We see a bunch of class droppers over here, Terry. Who is the class in terms of jockey and trainer?
Well, the 1 is the best jockey, 3 is best trainer, but the 1 actually has the best jockey-trainer combination.
Yes, the best combination for speed figure last time out was the 8 horse, JJ's Honor. The 7 horse, along with the 8, tied for your simulation favorites on our 1,000 race simulations for today. The 6 is your top total pace horse. Terry, who's your top pick to get the day going?
I like the 6 Moonfleet, placed in the last 5 races, finished 3rd against similar competition last time. Fastest speed is among today's entries. And then I like Me Little Frost Girl. The 2, Brand second versus similar and is a favorite, but it has a high percentage winning trainer with 17% of the races when bringing a beaten favorite back to again. And then 5, Ramabamalana is won 1 race out of 2 starts at Parx Racing. Her speed running style helps chances, can improve with blinkers added today. JJ's Honor, the 8 is my long shot. Ran second versus similar last race. Highest last race speed rating should improve at the shorter distance. No additional bets for me here.
6 horse, Moonfleet. Top total pace, top par plus. Could be better. Second start after layoff. The 5 horse, Ramabamalana. Should be your pace setter today. Better early pace and better fractions. You see that right here in the last outing. We see that. We recap the day for winners. Number 8, JJ's Honor, does have that top last race speed figure, 8 points better than everybody else. Last time out, ran at this level, just missed by a neck. The only time this horse ran on an off track, and we should note today is muddy, the horse won. And then number 2, Me Little Frost Girl, held her speed a little bit longer in her last race, usually an indication of a horse on the upswing. I'm going to start off with my betting in the bets. Hit all 3 of them yesterday for a tiny profit. Let's see if we can keep the streak going. 2, 5, 6, and 8 on the 50-cent trifecta box. Good morning to Don Johnson. How are you today? We were a little late today, too. Good morning, Lauren. Lauren_Shap over on X, where Lauren goes about aggregating a bunch of picks. Lauren, in the comment section today, how many today? Up drinking all night. That's a good idea, right?
Yeah.
When we get home from Walmart. Yeah. That's I used to do that. I don't do that anymore. Up drinking all night. Looks like a pretty cruddy day over there in Parx. I would say, based upon what I see right now, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point today the racing ceases. There.
Yeah, it could be. It's really nasty there now. Anyway, so.
Yeah, well, if race 1's about to get cooking, well, can't probably put your doubles in, but there you go. There's race 2. We have some disagreement there for our first of our pick 4s. And then, okay, let's see what happens in race number 1 as they're all set up in there in a gray screen today, as the weather is definitely UGLY in Van Salem, Pennsylvania today. Be curious to see. It's a lot of times at Parx, when it's ugly like that, closers do pretty well. I don't know why. It would be interesting to see what happens. Well, there's the 4 horse decided it didn't want to race today. Kind of reared and jumped up. So he's not in the mix today. Looks like the 3 horse down on the rail got off to a funky start too. Out on the front, it looks like you have the 6 and the 2, along with the 8 running back there. The 3 horse kind of rushed up a little bit to get into third right now. The 2 and the 6 continue to set the tone. Opening quarter in about 23 seconds. So for 6.5 furlongs, not all that fast. The 2 horse, Me Little Frost Girl, has taken an edge out over the 6, at least according to what I see in the on the screen there with those little dots. The 3 horse, after that funky start and rushing up, is kind of holding on pretty well. That's unusual. A lot of times you see horses do that. Start to fade. I don't know who it is, but somebody's rallying pretty hard down there on the rail. The 3 horse is starting to run funny. The 6 horse is starting to move wide. Everybody looks like they want to be up the track a little bit because that's what they're doing. The 3 horse, the 2 horse, yeah, the 2 horse is getting disqualified, folks. Just cut off the 6 for sure. But it doesn't look like anybody's going to catch that 3 horse for third place. So the 6 horse is going to end up being your winner. The 3 horse is going to finish third, and then it looks like it's going to go 8 and 1. So the 6 horse, I'm going to guess, gets DQ'd into first place. The 3 horse, St. Grace, finished third, screwing up my trifecta. Was a yes horse in there, Terry. So there's reason to look at that. The 3 horse was a class dropper with the top trainer in there as well. So reasons to perhaps like that 3 at 14 to 1. Before we move off, today's free track of the day over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet is Mahoning Valley. There is a link in the description on YouTube. Kindly take advantage of that. I would greatly appreciate them knowing where you're coming from. So I pointed out when the show is over right here, it'll say Parx Racing Picks for today. You can click on that, and then you'll see a recap and a replay of the show right there. There's a link for the smart sheets, an explanation on how to use them. If you like what you do, you can hit us up on the tip jar, a cup of coffee, a Mountain Dew, and then right there is the link for the free picks over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet. Right there is that HRT gear link right there in the menu. Please click on that. Come on over here today, and 6 days left, 20% off everything for Cyber Week. We greatly appreciate you supporting the show. Race 2, Terry, is next for you and me. So we take a look at the second race. It's going to be 1 mile, maiden claiming $15,000. We speak a lot about maidens, looking at that speed figure of 62. I think you and I could come close to running a speed figure of 62, Terry. It's a bottom of the barrel there, I guess.
Yeah, but maybe 30 years ago I could.
Yeah, 62, these maidens, we want to see who has an opportunity or who has hit par already, and looks like plenty of them show they can win at this level.
Yeah, all of them but the 2 and the 6 have reached or exceeded the par speed number for today's race. So.
Yeah, the one, Olivia's little girl, within 1 point of hitting 62, so just needs to improve a little bit. Speed, we just saw, get out on the front, stay out on the front, Terry, and if that's the case, it looks like a couple of them might go out in the front and stay there too.
Yeah, the 4 and the 3, but the 4 has a lot more speed than even the 3. So if he can get out of there good and that jockey makes the right decision, we should see that one get to the quarter pole first.
Yeah, Mahoning Valley, according to Lauren, having some fun weather there as well. They may cancel. Yeah, all that bad weather that came up through here is making its way over there, I guess. And I suppose from what I've read, it's going to get really cold in the next couple of weeks. That 4 horse won't be cold when the gates open, has a 1 length early pace advantage. Again, 5 points equals roughly 1 length. There's nothing perfect about that, but also a 12-point late speed edge. So should be on the lead, has the late speed, top total pace of 12. Down here, Terry, does the 4 have a good jockey trainer?
He's got a feast of pretty good jockey, but the trainer's a little bit light. The 7's the best jockey, the 5 the best trainer, but the 5 I think is the best combination of jockey trainer.
And what's really interesting about this, Terry, the 1, 4, and 7 want to be on the lead. The 2, 3, 5, and 6 so far not within 5 lengths of the winner at the finish line. So the 1, 4, and 7, well, they also grade out as your top total C-zone horses. The 7, a 4-point last race speed figure. The 5 mixes in here, Terry, with the sim favorite status. So you got the 7, you got the 5, you got the 4, you got the 1. What do you got?
Okay, I like the 5, Spectacular Bell. Spectacular Bell moves up in class, has a high percentage winning trainer, has a good 4 furlong workout on November 25th, and always in the in play. The 7 finished third versus similar in the last race. Has a trainer wins 20% of the races when taking a horse from a sprint to a route. In the Biz, number 3 has a high percentage winning. Trainer wins 33% of the races in the second route race a horse competes in. And then Sugar Princess is my long shot. The 4 drops in class today, can improve while returning to dirt and returning to a route. I'm going to play the very first Miami Voice, Don Johnson pick 4, and I think this is a wide open race. So I'm going to go 1, 3, 4, 5, 7 with the 1, 5 with the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the 5, 6, $50 ticket.
I think the 4 horse for me is where you stop. That's where I'll start. I like Sugar Princess because Sugar Princess is your biggest class dropper. We have that over here too. You see it's moving down from its last race, 3 full points there, 3 lengths, and should be out on the lead. Top total pace of 12 points. A lot of horses are going to have to do something special to get to that one. Always in play. Top last race speed figure was 4 points better than everybody else. And the top C-zone. Should like the trip it gets in the mud today. In the Biz, the 3 horse. That's your morning line favorite right there. All of the race internals last time out were better across the board, at least on the second half of the race right there, Mr. Terry. Mm-hmm. Moving up the speed ladder, I like to see that as well. You see that with the 3 horse. That horse is moving up the ladder from 40 to 47 to 57, so getting better by the race and some upside to boot. And then Spectacular Bell, the 5 horse. That one is your only pure maiden special weight dropper and sort of a track dropper, as I put it in my notes. So those usually do pretty good. The only maiden special weight droppers that come from a higher tier track. My pick 4, 3, 4, 5, 7, 1, 5, 2, 4, and 6 with the 1, 4, 5, and 7. We answer the call for race number 3, Terry. What we see here is another 6.5 furlong race like we just saw in the opener, where horses got to the lead and they stayed to the lead. And if that's the case in race number 3, looks like we'll have 3 of them out front again.
Yeah, the 4, 6, and 3 all have pretty similar speed numbers, so that could be a chase to that quarter pole.
Michael says they left the 2 up. That's pretty interesting in my opinion because he clearly cut off the 6.
Yeah, I think that 6 would have went right on by him. So anyway.
All right. Well, anyway, in this race, the 3, the 4, and the 6 want to be out on the lead, although the 3 is a left arrow horse. The 4 horse is a pressure horse. The 6, not within 5 lengths of the leader at the finish line. Your 2 horse could be your lone E with the top C-zone. Terry, one of the jockeys in here has a 0, so we can't really look at the jockey stats, but let's look at the trainer stats.
Yeah, well, you can see that there's the 1 and the 5 both have pretty darn good trainers, so it just depends. So,
yes, and the 6 horse is your only yes horse in another maiden race that has found that 80 speed figure. That's a huge key. The 3 horse within 2 points there, Terry. 5 horse last time out, speed figure, 4 points better than everybody else. It is your simulation favorite. The 2 has the biggest in-race edge, coming home late by about a length and a half. And then finally, the 4 is your simulation favorite. So you got speed number, you have speed, you have closer, you got top total pace, and a lone yes. How did you wrap this one up?
Okay, I like the 1 Nantucket. Real Post is winning at a 19% clip, switches to a high percentage winning trainer, wins 38% of the races when taking a horse from a maiden to a maiden claiming race. Atlantic Cat, the 5, switches to a high percentage winning trainer, has a high percentage winning jockey, drops in class today. Number 3, Never Till Now is my 3rd choice, drops in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer, wins 24% of the maiden claiming races, has a boat workout on November 25th. And then the 4 is my long shot, finished 3rd versus tougher in the last race, drops in class today. Early speed running style helps his chances. No additional bets here for me.
Atlantic Cat, the 5 horse. For me, it gets my top selection. The reason that one brings up number 1 for me is I pressed 4,000 buttons in the back here. You got Jamie Ness. You got a horse that's making the track and class drop. The problem is this one's been off for more than a year. But if it improves at all from its first race at Churchill Downs, it could be tough to beat here. Nantucket's another Jamie Ness horse. That one combines with Michael Sanchez. It is the biggest class dropper, as well as a track dropper to boot. Number 3, Never Till Now, could bounce back in the third start after a layoff. And then Jamaica Red, the only yes horse in the field, so you have to have him in the second start after a layoff. We know what that person does, Jamaican Red, with their spare time. Whoever named that horse. Race number 4, I guess it's legal now in a lot of states, so no big deal. Race number 4, this one is going to be 6 furlongs. We had a whole bunch of them yesterday. I hit a pick 3 with your picks yesterday. Thank you.
I had a good day too. I had 2 pick 4s, and I had my best bet of the day win. So
solid day overall. I don't know. I string back a lot of winners and somehow can't pick these things. And it's always the next horse for me. Like both pick 4s. I just left out my next pick. Otherwise, it would have been in there. But that's the way betting goes.
It is.
6 furlongs. Again, early speed on the inside is what you're looking for, Terry. So Smart Sheets will tell us if there's any speed and where it is.
It's the 3 and the 6, and they're really close. They can go head-to-head to quarter pole.
Well, here's the infamous 5-horse race. We saw it yesterday, Terry.
Yeah. Where
the longest shot came home, and that looks like it could be the 5-horse here. Any other horse present value?
Yeah, the 4 does. As you can see there, the 4 goes from 5-2 to 3-1, and the 6 goes from 2-1 to 7-2.
Now, all these horses, 2 of them have hit par for this level. That is 79. So 2 of them have made their way to par. A couple of these within 5 points, so 79, 74, and 75s in that mix as well. Par Plus, we do 1,000 simulations where we put out projected speed figures, Terry, and it looks like 4 out of the 5, good chance to hit it today.
That's right. You take a look there. They all but that 5 has some kind of numbers with the, it looks like the 6 is the highest.
Yes, but the 5 is your only class dropper in a field full of horses that want to go forward. All right, well, last race out, the 4 had the most speed figure number, 5 points better than everybody else, 5 points better on the top total pace, Terry, and it looks like he might be better jockey-wise.
He does. He has the best jockey, the 4, and then the 2, the best trainer. But I think the 2 is the best combination of jockey-trainer.
Gucci Vision. Is Gucci Vision going to have the vision to get to the winner's circle?
Well, I don't know. We'll take a look here and see. I think it's going to be the 4 Compa. Won last race at Parx Racing, has a high percentage winning jockey, best start speed is fast among today's starters. And then Gucci Vision, the 2, won his last race at Delaware Parks, which is a high percentage winning trainer, wins 40% of the races with dropping a horse off a claim, has a high percentage winning jockey, Sweet Winner. The 6 finished in the money in the last 4 races, winning the last start. Early speed running style helps the chances. And then number 5, Authentic Kingdom, drops in class today. Early speed running style helps chances, can improve at shorter distance. Second, pick 4, Miami Vice Don Johnson. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the 5, 6 with the 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 with the 1, 2, a $50 ticket.
I think the way that Michael, the way I'm handling the production in the back, I think I'm indulging in some Jamaican Red today. Somebody put something in my brownies. Anyway, so Lauren Schapp over at Lauren_Schapp on X, soon to be renamed Twitter again. They're 21 handicappers today at Parx, also for Mahoning if they run. And then Zia Park and Turf Paradise. That's almost every track that's running today, I think. I have the 4-horse Compa as my top selection as well. Reason being, that one is the top last race speed figure, 5 points, so a length better than everybody else. Top total pace, a length better than everybody else. Did show some better early pace and some fractions last time out. You see that right here. It's the only horse to do it. So better early pace, better fractions through the first quarter mile. A lot of those horses end up in the winner's circle. Number 2, Gucci Vision. That is a track dropper, A-class dropper. It is another Jamie Ness horse, so you know that horse gets the good hay. It gets the horse version of Jamaican Red, but a different kind. Sweet Winner, that's what everybody's hoping for. If you back that one is your simulation favorite. Huge win last time out, according to Barry Meadows. When a horse wins, I think the number is 1.5 lengths, but let's just stretch it out to 2. Those horses rebound and win it 15% or more the next time around. And then finally, Adios Jersey. That one is a yes horse. Could be the longest shot in the 5-horse race, Terry. Could be out on the front. And the only time this horse ran on an off track, it ended up being your winner. So I'll be feeling like I should have a little bit more indulgence in Jamaican Red if the 3 wins. And again, for whatever reason, I didn't put it in my pick 4, which is that would be the one I would just single. Whatever one I leave out, just single that one. Save yourself a lot of money. Race number 5. This is a claiming mile 70 yards. They're going to start here. They're going to make their way around the track for 2 turns and to come home with the championship for this race. Stalkers do great. Middle forward, 29%. Lead into the turn and then lead themselves into the winner's circle. The inside horses, Terry, have the advantage over the outside horses. It looks like most of your speed is middle out, although the 4 is kind of inside now. It scratches.
Yeah, that 4 has the most speed, so it's going to probably get to the quarter pole first.
Yeah, you got the 4, the 5, the 6, and the 7. They're all going to duke it out. So the 4 actually has that inside post advantage. Also has the advantage of being the only class dropper, and it looks like it has an advantage of a good jockey too.
It does. There's several good ones in there. You take a look there. The 2, 4, and 5 all have really good jockeys, but the 5 is a little bit better data-wise. The 5 also has the best trainer. So I think the 5 is the best jockey-trainer combination.
Yeah, 5's also the only horse to show better pace and better fractions last out. Interesting pace for you down here because the 2 wants to be on the front all by myself. Everybody else is middle and back. But the funny thing is the 2, when we look, no matter how we measure it, may not get to the front, though. He does have the best C-zone along with the 5 horse. So very interesting in that regard. A bunch of horses really tightly mixed on your simulation odds, Terry. So maybe take the longest shot on the board. Which one did you take a shot with in race number 5?
Okay, well, in race 5, I like the 6. Likes Parx Racing, finishing in the money 100% of the races here, winning 33% of the starts. Likes the distance, finishing in the money 56% of the time. At today's distance, winning 22% of those starts. And then the 5, Raina Mar, ran second in the last race, winning the previous race, has a high percentage winning trainer. The 7, Miss Jones, third choice, won 2 races out of the last 4 starts, can handle the distance. Number 1, Royal Prado, won his last race, or her last race. Real Post is winning at a 19% clip and can handle the distance. No additional bets for me here.
You know what's funny is I mentioned the pick 4. So that 3 horse yesterday that won in a tight finish. I had mentioned the jockey and trainer were 0 for 15 together, and I said, yeah, you can put it on the board. There'll be 1 for 16 today, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
It's funny how that works. But anyway, I have Melody's Kiss, the only class dropper in the race. We pointed that out right there. Pretty good jockey on that one as well. Total Pace should be your pace setter as well. Opener, we saw them stay out in the front. Number 7, Miss Jones, finally healthy horse, making 2 starts in a row for the first time since March. So real quickly, what I mean by a finally healthy horse when you're doing your handicapping, you see here the horse comes out, goes and makes 2 starts in a row, hits the track, takes a break, hits the track, takes a break, comes back, 2 starts in a row. So I feel like the horse is finally healthy. And look what happened the last time this horse made 2 starts in a row, won by 6 1/4 lengths.
Yep.
Number 1 is my next one, Royal Prado. This one does get the advantage of riding on the rail. Big race last time out. Again, there's that angle when you win by a lot. Next time out, you should run well too. And this one tends to pair up good races. We had one of those win yesterday too. That I left off my ticket. And then finally, Raina Mar, the 3rd start after layoff. Much better early pace in her last. Since coming to Parx from Gulfstream Park, the horse has a win and a 2nd in 2 starts. I'm going to do a $5 exact key box, the 4 over the 1, the 5, and the 7. Hopefully I get better than like 1 to 5 or 6 to 5 on the top of my key boxes, both of which won yesterday, but didn't pay a whole lot. The trifecta is what actually got me to a little bit of a positive ROI. Race 6 takes us to the second half of the card, Terry. 10 races in the mud if they get that far. I'm skeptical. 6 furlongs for 3-year-olds and up. The maiden style, again, 80 being that speed figure you want to pay attention to. And according to our smart sheets, Terry, anybody find par yet?
No, nobody has. The 4 got within 1 point, though, and the 1 and 2 within 5 points. So we'll just have to see. And then, of course, the 2 has the best chance to do it today, according to the data.
Yeah, the 4 is in that mix as well. The 1, not strong chances in there. 4 horse does have, along with that, better 5 ways last time out. That's usually a pretty good sign. I've seen a lot of those horses win. 4 and the 1 want to be out on the lead. 2 and 3, they want to be in the co-pilot. 6 and 7, they prefer to close. The 5 horse so far, Terry, not within 5 lengths of the winner at the finish line, but he could be 5 lengths ahead of everybody else when the race gets started.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, tons of early speed on that one. The 2 horse has the most late speed for sure. Terry, who's got the best jockey and trainer?
Well, the 5's the best jockey, the 6's the best trainer, but the 5's the best jockey trainer combination, in my opinion.
Yeah, in these open races, I like to look at that. I also like to look for some value, and it looks like there might be some in here.
Yeah, the 2 has a little bit of value from 5 to 2 to 6 to 1, and the 4 has a little value from 7 to 2 to 12 to 1, which is pretty nice.
The 2 horse, your simulation favorite, also your favorite to get a good trip today. Terry, your top total pace horse is Butter Kisses. Who is your winner to start the second half of the card?
Okay, I like the 1. JC's Love and Life, placed in 3 or 4 career races. Well, was 4th last out as a favorite, but the trainer wins 25% of the time when bringing back a beat favorite. Untouchable, the 6th, second choice, has a high percentage winning trainer, switch, a high percentage winning jockey, and blinkers are added today to keep his mind on business, or her mind. Number 5, Silent Wrath, finished 3rd versus similar in the last race, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey, and a bullet workout on November 25th at 4 furlongs. And then Butter Kisses, the 2, ran 2nd last race and has a high percentage winning trainer. No additional bets for me here.
Yeah, I have the 1 horse top of my ticket too. Got a bunch of 1 horses coming up the top of my ticket. C, JC's Love and Life. Last time out, the horse had a wide trip. Moving to the inside should help because the horse has fared well when it's inside. Better early pace. Number 2, Butter Kisses, maybe the most consistent. It is our simulation favorite. It's also our top total pace horse. The 3 horse, Rosie's Sugar Plum, very well named for this time of year. Track dropper with upside in just its 3rd start. And then Untouchable, another with a lot of upside, making career start number 3. Looks like we have enough time, Terry, to get on to race number 7. 7 furlonger. It's interesting to me how Parx always does the 7 furlong races in race 7, as if though it's trying to put together some kind of cryptic code. 7 furlongs. And that was, speaking of which, where our friend Private Ross has been. I miss him.
Yeah, he wasn't here yesterday either.
But 7 furlongs does have some early speed. Almost 4 out of 10 win on the lead. Inside 3 definitely get an edge over the rest of the horses in the field, Terry. In the 7th for 7 furlongs in race number 7. If you're all the inside 3 horses should be the ones that set the tone early.
That's right, especially that 1 who's got double the speed as of the next horse, the 2. So the 1 should get out there if he gets a clean break.
Yes, and the 5 horse Trotsky too, also a 1 yes horse, joining the 1 as horses that can hit par, which is 88, pretty big number. I don't know how that works out in terms of on the slot, but there you see that 88 number. As far as other horses that are in that mix, Marvelous Mo hit 87, Real Men Violin hit 86, so they can get there today, Terry. The 1 and the 2 showing better early pace, better fractions. That's pretty solid. But the 1 horse looks like it is alone when you're looking for combinations.
That's right. He's got the best jockey and trainer. So
taking a look at our race shape, Terry, these triangles always make me nervous because usually the horse at the point, the 6 horse, does pretty well, although it has by far the lowest C-zone.
That's right. You take a look there, the ones that have the best of the 4 has the best C-zone, followed up by that 1. And that means they're going to be fairly comfortable running in this race, except for maybe the slot might affect that.
Yeah, you don't know how the splash is going to get to him. Trotsky, 10 points. Better than everybody else with the speed figure. You got 3 pretty heavy favorites in here with the 1, the 2, and the 5, according to the simulation odds. They're also pretty heavily favored here as well, although the 1 and the 5, a little gap down to the 2, and then a gap down to the 4, and then a big gap down there as well. So 1, 2, and 5 in some order in this race, Terry, makes sense, and that's exactly how we put them.
I know. I like it that way. The one Beyond Expectations ran second versus similar in the last race. Rob Post winning at a 19% clip, has a high percentage winning jockey and trainer, and a bullet workout on November 23rd. Lots of boxes marked off. Number 2, Marvelous Mo, placed in 6 of 8 career races, winning one of the starts. Trainer wins 17% of the sprint races he has a horse running in. Number 5, Trotsky, finished in the money in the last 3 races, running second in the last race as a favorite, but the trainer wins 23% of the time when bringing a beaten favorite back. Real Men Violin, the 6, is my long shot, has a high percentage winning trainer and has the best dirt speed among today's starters. I'm going to play the last Miami Vice, Don Johnson pick 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 with the 1, 4 with the 1, 7 with the 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, a $50 ticket.
So you left out the 4-horse Willisau.
I know.
Yeah, I have him in my picks too. Beyond Expectations, the 1-horse is a yes horse along with the 5. You got Michael Sanchez, a bullet workout between races. Then I got the 2-horse Marvelous Mo. Same order as Terry right there. Third start after a layoff, better early pace, better fractions, despite the fact that the horse went longer. Number 5, Trotsky is that top last race speed figure, 10 points more than everybody else. All of the pace internals were better across the board last time out. And the only time that horse ran on the sloppy track or wet track, it won. And it's the other yes horse with the 1. And then finally, Willisau, the 1 Terry left out. It's at the back of my pick 4. 4 consecutive speed figure increases in a row. Barry Meadows says that angle wins at 15%. Did show better fractions last time out as well. My pick 4 is going to 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, and 8, 1, 2, 7, and then I'm going to close it out in the finale with the 5 and the 9. Race number 2 about to get cooking. There are picks for race number 2. Let's take a look at what's happening there. It really still looks pretty ugly over there at Parx. Right now, the 5-horse Spectacular Bell is your 5-2 favorite. Oh, the 4-horse is really the favorite. It's 2-1. I don't know why they have showing the 5 as the favorite. Maybe some late money coming on that one. Don't ask me. In the words of Ozzy Osbourne, I don't know. As far as some value is concerned, the race 2. Let's take a look at the odds. The 1-horse we have at 18-1. It's currently 9-1. The 2-horse, no, waiting at that. It's 21-1. 39. The 2-horse. The 3-horse, no, nothing there. The 4-horse, 5-2. That's fair value. The 5-horse is also fair value. The 6-horse, nope. And then the 7-horse, nope. So the 7 has become the favorite. So if you're looking for value, a $1 exacta box 4 and 5, folks, that would be the value bet at 5-2 on both of them. All right. They're just looking like they're waiting for the last horse to get logged in, and it is in. They're opened up. Everybody get off to a clean start. That's nice. Looks like as the race gets cooking here, the 7-horse is going to be like 5 wide. We had the 4-horse up on the lead, did not get to the lead. The 7-horse, the favorite at the end there. The 1-horse looked like he's not liking the slop at all the way he's running. It's like jumping. You know, like he's like the wet on his toes is bothering him. Does not look sort of like prancing. You know what I'm saying, Terry?
Yeah, doesn't want to touch it.
Yeah, it's like he's trying to glide across the water. Anyway, the 1-horse right now, Olivia's Little Girl, that one is on the lead. We did have it as one over here in our pace view that wanted to be out on the lead. Could be very dangerous out there on the lead is one we don't have, Terry, because he does have one of the best C zones. The 3-horse has trekked its way into second. Down on the rail is another bomb. That's the 2-horse, 30-1. Doesn't look like anybody's making up any ground again. So that's be interesting to see what happens here. It looks like the 3-horse might be the one that maybe runs down this 1-horse. I don't know. That's the 2-horse, no. So right now you got 2 absolute bombs out on the front trying to win this race. I don't know who the hell's moved his way into third. Tough to tell because the camera angle sucks. The horses are running all over the field. Looks like the 4-horse has moved its way into contention as the 1-horse is running up the track. You got the 4-horse down low trying to make up ground. I think he will get the 1 by the time. I don't think he's going to get to the 1. as we're going to have another case of a horse trying to cut off another one. As they come to the finale, boy, the screen is blurry, but I think the 4-horse won. I think it went 4-1 something 2. So the 4-horse comes home your winner. Sugar Princess ended up being your favorite at 9-5 in a race that was very hard to watch, Terry.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I would have loved that one to win because I had it in my pick 4. So, but he's all over the track. He's moving he's moving to the outside rail there.
Can you please inform me? Well, we can't really watch the race. 4-1-7-2. That's how they finished. Yeah, it was kind of hard to see because it was a mess. All right, so let's take a look real quick at race number 2. The 4-horse. The 1-horse was a maybe horse, pretty high in there. Did show some better mid to late pace last time out. Was 5th over here in terms of our ability. 5th down here too, but not too far off that 2-horse in there. Did have that strong C-zone. And if you look at the C-zones on the slop, that you said went 4-1-7, there you go. C-zone trifecta, 4, 1, and 7. 7 also showed up off of that top total pace. So, all right, Terry, 3 races to go. Race number 8 is next for you and me. In the 8th spot, we got another maiden race where they're going to run 6 furlongs. Again, early speed on the inside. That 79 speed figure being key in race number 8. And if I remember correctly, yes, I do remember correctly, you have the 1 and the 9, having some flexibility to 4 and 6, not within 5 lengths. Everybody else is a first-time starter. None of the horses that have run so far, Terry, have hit par. So what do we see here in some of the data that helps us figure out what to do with first-time starters that haven't come close to hitting par?
Well, in that data, you're going to see there that there's a horse down there, I think that's number 8. It has a 2.95 out of 3. So that's a really good number. And followed up with the 2 that has a 2.65.
Now, those are first-timer scores on a scale of 3. Also over here, we have second race par ability. So these are horses that in their second start with typical second race upside, both of them tied at Michael Irvin, 88. So 79 is the speed figure. So 88 is well beyond that. So they don't have to improve to the max to be able to hit par for this level, Terry. Outside of that, I'd probably pay attention to jockeys and trainers. And who do you see there?
Okay, well, you can take a look and you can see the 6 has the best jockey and the best trainer. So it's the best combination.
So maybe the 6 is one that you want to take a look at. Who did you take a look at in race number 7?
No, in race 8.
Race 8.
Yeah, the 4, Divine Seeker, ran second and only start. Best dirt speed is fast among today's starters and has a high percentage winning trainer jockey. Spoonbill, the 1, ran second versus similar and only start. Best dirt speed is fast among today's starters and has the highest last speed rating tied with another horse. The 6 is Yo Philly, has a high percentage winning trainer, wins 22% of the time with horses that compete in maiden special weight races and switches a high percentage winning jockey. Then the 9 Panama Limited ran second in her only start at today's distance. No additional bets for me here.
Yeah, some people probably indulging in some Panama Limited to go along with their Jamaican Red today. Spoonbill, the 1-horse. Second race upside, missed by a head at this level last out and gets the benefit of the rail. I don't know. I think just get the horses that go out to the front today is probably the way to win. Divine Seeker missed as the favorite in its debut and has the same second race upside as the 1. I just decided to go with the inside post. The 8-horse, J.K. Strong, that is your top-rated first-timer with a couple of solid works in there. Again, when you get first-timers with scores above 2.5 and everybody else is a no or a maybe, you have to absolutely 1,000% consider the highest-rated horses. And the 2 is the second-rated first-timer with solid workouts to boot. My trifecta box with the 1, 2, 4, and 8. Race 9. Next, I got a feeling this one might be Terry's best bet because I know it's not the next race.
It is this one.
All right. So it's 1 mile and 70 yards. And if we look at the profile of a winner for $1.70 in the slop today, 29% of the time, the horse that gets the lead keeps the lead. Inside horses do better than outside horses. Before we get to your best bet, Terry, in race number 9, does look like an inside horse with a lot of giddy up and go.
Yeah, that 2 has the most speed, as you can see there. So, and there's some other ones that follow up with that, but the 2 should get to the quarter pole first.
Yeah, it looks like this 7 can give him a little run for his money. So those 2 probably go out towards the front. The 1 horse, Terry, big overlay there.
Yeah, that's right. From 3 to 5 to 2 to 1. So it's pretty nice.
Yeah, sucks up all the money from all the others. The only one they have a yes. And look at this par plus number.
Yeah, you look at that, it's a 69.2%. So it's got a really good chance to equal or exceed the speed number again today.
Yeah, 92 being the speed figure. And in our 1,000 simulations, 692 times produced a score like that or higher. Does also show some better early pace, better late pace. Great trainer, but perhaps somebody else has the best jockey.
Yeah, if you take a look, the 7 has the best jockey, 1 has the best trainer, but I really think the 1 is the best trainer jockey combination.
Yeah, if you look over here, everybody wants to be middle back. So getting to the front, 2 horse left arrow action could be solid. The 7 should be in a good striking position, but it looks like the 5, Porter, that one might get the best trip, Terry.
Yeah, he got an 82.85%, so he's really high in that C zone, followed up by that one with the 71.39.
The 1, double your money, I guess, right? Is that what that one is? Double your money, indeed. That is your top last race speed figure, 14 points. And that one has to really regress a lot for the rest to beat it, although the 7 does score a little bit higher than the one on your top total pace. Before we get to Terry's best bets, drum roll, please. And who is it, Terry?
All right. So my best bet is the 1, double your money. It's won her last 2 races in a row, goes for a hat trick, and has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. So I'm going for the 2nd day in a row of a winner, best bet winner. Yesterday, if you'd bet my bet the way I told you, you would have made a profit of $137. So with a $100 bet. Number 7 is my 2nd choice from another mother. Best dirt speed is fast among today's starters, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Aztec, the 3, won his last race at Parx Racing, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And that combination in the last 14 days have been in the money 8 times, winning 5 of those and running second 3 times. And then this 2 is my long shot, drops in class today, can improve while returning to dirt, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And that combination in the last, that's the wrong thing. And then let's see, $20. I'm going to bet $20 a win on the 1, $10 exacta 1, box 1-7, $10 exacta 1 on top of the 2-3-7, and a $5 exacta box 1-3-7. That's it for me.
Double your money, Terry. That one, I don't know if it will double your money today because I think the odds will probably go pretty low. Been fantastic, well, close to fantastic at Parx. Ran there 9 times, has 3 wins, 6 seconds, so maybe a little bit wallpaper sometimes. But that top last race speed figure, 14 points, is going to be very difficult to overcome for the rest as the only yes horse, although everybody else has to improve within less than a length to get to there as well. Tunisian Spring is a left arrow horse versus all of them that want to be middle back. Very consistent. Number 7, from another mother, top total pace. This is a Jamie Ness track dropper, and he's putting up Michael Sanchez, the dynamic duo of Bensalem, Pennsylvania. And then finally, the 3 horse Aztec, another Jamie Ness horse. That should be better in the 3rd start after a layoff. No bets for me. Tomorrow, Terry, we'll be making our bets at Turfway Park. And then on Thursday, provided the jockeys decide they want to work that day, we'll be at Aqueduct. I'm not quite sure what Foreign Friday will hold. I know it'll be a little bit later than usual if there is a Foreign Friday. And to make sure you're watching so that you can win, like yesterday, 100 to 235 with Terry's best bet, what's the best way to make that happen?
Yeah, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It doesn't cost you anything. Really easy to do. It really helps us out. And then hit the bell so that you do hear about whatever programs are coming up, such as Foreign Friday. And then go ahead and copy the link at the bottom of that and share it with everybody you know. They can come and look at what we're doing. And go to our social sites such as X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Skies at number 2, horse race number 2 day. Give us thumbs up and a like, and then keep these comments and picks coming as we like to see them. And they help with our algorithms.
Yeah, certainly any interactivity you have with us boosts our social engine scores. When you search for horse racing on YouTube or on Google or in Facebook or X, whatever, we're more likely to pop up. Speaking of which, if you're watching on X right now, do me a favor, grab that mouse and hit the retweet button. If you're watching on YouTube right now, head over to the bottom of the screen there and you see the like button. Please hit that thumbs up button. Get us to 30 today. I asked us to get to 20 yesterday. We got to 19. We fell a little bit short. So everybody who's watching right now, pick up your mouse. Takes you a second and a half. Hit that like button. Help promote the show. Finally, race number 10, Terry. They're going to go 6 furlongs once again. 6 furlongs does favor some inside speed. We've talked about that, a bunch of them. 37% of the time, get the lead, keep the lead. And that's been the way to the winner's circle today. So no reason to see that changing. If that's the case, Terry, in race number 10, you'll have a quartet of horses to pick from.
Yeah, and the one that with the best is almost on the outside there, followed up by 2 that are kind of in the middle, the 5 and the 4. So just anyone's guess.
Yeah, if you look at here, all this early speed, Terry, everybody going to blast out to the front. That could favor these horses back here, particularly these PC types, because they can wait to see if they go too fast. Then they can sit in there. If they go too slow, they can push up. Although the 2 is what I call a Sesame Street horse. He's all by himself, no other like that. And this sort of race, Terry, that's wide open. Comfort zone does show up a lot. So who's got it?
Well, you take a look there and you can see that 3 has a best at 84.92%. All of them have some, but then followed up by a couple others. The 6 has a pretty good one, and the 8 and 10 all have pretty nice ones.
A lot of yes horses in here, a lot of maybes. Only the 7, Solemn Oath, a no horse. You got one that has a 50% chance to get over par today in Getaway Palace. Who's got the getaway driver and trainer, Terry?
Well, the 3 looks like the best driver, and the 10 looks like the best trainer, but the 4 actually looks like the best trainer jockey combination to me.
Bright Kahuna, last race speed figure, 19 points. That's a lot. Better than everybody else, although you got a pretty heavily simulation favorite with Getaway Palace there. Big overlay. The 9 horse also, your top total pace, 1 point better than everybody else. Terry, who takes home the prize in the finale today?
I think it's the 9 Bright Kahuna. Hana. Yeah, likes Parx racing. Been in the money 80% of the time here. Won 33% of the starts. Can handle the distance. Finished in the money 83% of the time. Winning 50% of the starts at today's distance. And then the 5, my second choice, ran second in the last race. Has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Gold Crest, the 6. Finished at second in the last race, has a high percentage winning trainer, wins 20% of the races. The first race after claiming a horse, my third choice. So my long shot is the 10, Denali Ray. Has a high percentage winning trainer. Early spreading style will help chances and a highest speed figure today's distance. No additional bets for me as I'm out of money.
Bright Kahuna, 19-point speed figure for the 9. There has to be a code in that as well. Top total pace of a length more than everybody else. Better across the board last time out. So all those race internals got better over there. I always like that. And, well, we'll see if this pace setter can go all the way around the track like others have so far. Sonadora Girl, the 5, highly consistent at Parx so far. 9 times out. Has 3 wins, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. And then the distance is probably its favorite, proper, as my Welsh friend says. 4 times out, 3 wins and a third. Getaway Palace, that one is the 8 horse. That's your simulation favorite with a great chance to be better in the second start after layoff. And quite frankly, one I might be keying bets around if I were at the track today. And then number 10, Denali Ray. Tough call for me over that 6 horse. Very strong on an off track, though, Terry. That's why I put it in there. 8 times out, 2 wins, 3 thirds, and a second. So 6 out of 8 in the slop. Should be better in the second start after a layoff as well. $5 exact key box. I did throw that 6 in there. 5, 6, 8, and 10. I hope to get 9-2 on Bright Kahuna. I don't know that we will, particularly if the speed continues to hold up. Here are our full picks for today. In race number 1, somehow the 2-horse didn't get disqualified.
Yeah.
But he did win. The 4-horse won race number 2. So we go 2, 4. That means the 6-horse, Terry, in race number 3 will be your winner. Here's the way we see the rest of the card today. In race number 3, we have no bets. Race number 4 is the second of the pick 4s. They're right there. Race 5, I have a $5 exacta key box with the 4, Melody's Kiss. Number 6, no bets. Race 7, the late, pick 4. Race number 8, another trifecta box. Race 9, Terry's best bet of the day. We will timestamp every single race in the description on YouTube, so you can come back and watch race number 9. Again, to find out why Terry likes double your money, looking for back-to-back best bets today. And then we're going to close it out with another $5 exacta key box in race number 10. Yeah, and free picks today over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet, Mahoning Valley. If they run, we don't know. Any update on that?
Yeah, they're actually going to the gate right now.
Oh, there you go. So you're going to the gate. Race number 1, we have the 3-horse, the 3, 5, the 1, and the 7 as our picks. Hopefully they come in. You can get that again over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet. Use the link in the story, which you'll find right here on the cover of Horse Racing Today in just a minute. You'll see right there, Parx Racing Picks. Click on that. Right there, you have the link to today's Smart Sheets, the explanation on how to use them. You can support the show there. Guaranteed Tip Sheet link as well. Then down here, you'll see our picks and our suggested wagers. Hit that HRT gear button right there. Come on over here and get yourself a shirt and hat. I've been working, as you know, Terry, on all of this stuff to get it mass marketed. And as I've went to a couple of different AI bots to help me with some of the programming and then telling it some of that information there. You see Mahoney's Races. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow for sure. And what it's telling me, Terry, is that what we're trying to put together says in the upper 1% of the type of information that's available. Most of the time, it's not available to the typical horse racing player, only in very large syndicates. So maybe that's why I'm having such a difficult time.
Could be.
You know, the elites are working against me, Terry, right?
Yeah.
We'll go all Alex Jones on our horse racing show. Conspiracy theories. All right, folks. Well, that wraps it up for today. Terrific Terry Tuesday in the mud. Any final thoughts from you, Terry?
Yeah, just be careful with all this nasty weather back there. I guess Chicago had a day that had never had that much snow in that day in December in the past. It set a record, but yeah, it looked pretty nasty. But just be careful. Give your loved ones a hug and a kiss. You never know what's going to happen. We'll see you tomorrow at what is it we're doing tomorrow? We're going to do Turfway Park sometime. Turfway Park, that's right. Yeah.
We'll probably do it in the afternoon. We'll have an idea. You just keep an eye out, folks, for the about a half an hour, as Terry mentioned. If you sign up on YouTube and you hit the bell, or same thing on Twitter where you subscribe, we'll put out notice about a half an hour before we start every single day. Unless, of course, there's some computer problems like we had to start today. All right, folks. Well, that does wrap it up for this terrific Tuesday. In the mud, in the cold, you know, if you're in the southeast, down there in Florida, it's nice and warm. Wherever you are, we certainly hope you feel the warmth of God's grace, God's favor, and every single thing you do ends up in
the winner's circle.
Yes, indeed. We'll see you mañana for Turfway